Okay, so you've done your search and you've gotten your search results, and now we want to set up an auto email to the customer. So right now we've got 13 results. Now by default, whenever you set up an auto email for your customer, they're going to get whatever's on this screen. So they would get all 13 of these results right now. We do have a way of narrowing that a little bit if we want to. We'll get into that a little bit later. It's very easy. You don't have to worry about selecting specific properties. If you want to pick and choose, there is a way to do that. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and click on Save. And if you want to set up an auto email, it's very easy. You just click on New Auto Email. Now keep in mind, whenever you set up an auto email, they're going to get a welcome email right away, and that contains these existing properties right now. And the system is going to watch your criteria and then automatically update the customer on any new properties that hit the market, price changes, that kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and click on Save, New Auto Email, and we just have to configure a few things. So first thing we're going to do here is pick which contact we want to work with. Okay. That'll populate the email addresses. You can also CC or carbon copy whoever else you want on these auto emails. You can even blind carbon copy yourself if you want a copy of what your customer is going to be getting. Just keep in mind, if you do BCC yourself, you're going to get an additional link to look at the property information in Matrix, which your consumer does not get. Whenever you set up an auto email for your customer, they only get customer safe information. Then you put in a subject line for the auto email. The subject line is what the customer is going to get in their inbox every time they get a notification from you. So initially, right when the first auto email goes out, that welcome email, and then that second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the 20th email that goes out in the future. One thing to keep in mind here when you set up your auto emails is whatever you put in the subject line here, this is also going to be the name of the search. So we can say test search for test customer. Okay. I do recommend personalizing this, maybe putting the customer's name in there, because remember, this is what the customer is getting in their inbox. So you want to make sure it's nice and easy for them to understand what they're getting. Don't put a bunch of realtor shorthand in here. Okay. All right. So the welcome email template will already be in here. It's already typed out for you. You can tweak it if you want to, but by default, it's actually pretty good. It just kind of gives the consumer a heads up. Hey, here's what you're going to be getting, what you can expect. The recurring email is going to be that second email, the third email, the fourth email, the fifth email. They're just going to get a shorter email letting them know that they have new property information to look at. Your email signature will be in here. If you haven't set up your email signature, you can always edit it from here. Whenever you put in your email signature in Matrix, it will automatically be included in anything you ever send out. You can choose to toggle which language you want your customer to get the information in, English or Spanish, and that will change their portal. Okay. Here's the criteria. So anything I built into my search, my criteria, my map shapes, or whatever, it would be in here. Down below, I can specify a schedule. As soon as possible. Just be careful with this one. That means anytime there's any sort of update, they get the update right away, no matter what time it is. Although a safer option might be daily. You pick the days. You pick the morning or the afternoon if you want to send the emails out. Or monthly means they only get the first of the month at midnight. Okay. If you're interested in being in the loop when you set up auto emails, you have what's called Concierge Mode. And that means whenever you set up an auto email, the properties that come in go to you first in Matrix, and they're going to bug you up here, and you have to approve or reject them before they get to your customer. So if I do Concierge Mode, I can pick and choose which properties get to my customers and which do not. When I click on Save here, this would actually take me to the initial list, and I could go in and I could approve or reject the properties that I want to see. If I just do the normal save, this whole process is going to start, and then at that point, your auto emails are going to live under My Matrix and auto email right here, and you can go in and edit the searches or criteria or turn the search off in the future.